students. In this video I am going to explain about sources of energy, that is a class 10th physics topic. So sources of energy are basically the specific source which provides us energy. We know that energy can neither be created nor destroyed but can be transformed in different forms for its utilization. So we have characteristics of source of energy as well as fuel which gives us energy. So these characteristics are basically common. They should be economical, they should be easily accessible, they should be safe to use, they should be present in large quantity, they should give rise to very less amount of smoke which causes minimum pollution. These characteristics we have already done in smaller classes. So we'll continue types of sources of energy, which is renewable or non-renewable, which is also termed as non-conventional and conventional. Renewable sources are the sources which can be renewed to use for a longer time, whereas non-renewable sources cannot be renewed and they are present in very limited quantity, just such as fossil fuels. Whereas renewable sources are solar energy, wind energy. They're also termed as conventional source because we should use our convention to use, otherwise it not will be utilized perfectly. Continuing to next, we have different types of sources of energy, that is fossil fuel, the fuels which are derived from dead decay of plants and animals, and they are present in limited quantity because it takes millions of years to form. Thus these fuels are generally used because it is easily accessible, but they have large number of disadvantages, such as they are renewable and non-renewable, they cause a lot of pollutions when they burn, they causes acid rain, they causes greenhouse effect gases like CO2, methane gas is also formed, that is also a greenhouse gas. Thus we should discard the use of fossil fuels as much as it is possible. So what can be the alternatives? We have hydropower plants, which is used by the kinetic energy of the water that can be used to convert into electricity. Thus it is a renewable source, but it directly depends on the rain. If the rain is not taking place, then it will also consider as non-renewable, because the rain is the only source that will fill the dams, and then the water can be used to convert kinetic energy of the water into electricity. And this is the major advantages. This is non-polluting fuel. Disadvantages as construction of dams are very on large scale. It is very difficult to construct dams because it requires very large area. Large number of people has to be shifted from a particular place. Agricultural land is used, submerged vegetation rots, and it produces methane, which also causes greenhouse effect. It also destroyed ecosystem. Thus there are few limitations of hydropower plants, and that is being taken care of. Continuing to the same, we have improvement in the traditional use fuels such as wood. Wood can be considered as renewable sources, but it takes long time to mature. Thus it is also termed as non-renewable resource, although it can be renewed, but it takes long time to mature. Thus we have to use it judiciously. Next, continuing, wood can be converted into charcoal so that it can produce without flame. It is smokeless, it generates more heat as compared to wood. Charcoal is basically prepared by the destructive distillation of wood. Wood is heated in less amount of oxygen, presence of less amount of oxygen, to produce huge amount of heat, and it becomes charcoal. Same process, coal is also done destructive distillation and it can be converted into coke. And the next is biogas. The biomass is the all biodegradable substances are collected in a pit, or it is also called digester tank, in which it is degraded with the help of microorganisms, bacteria. This is also known as slurry. It is composed of few gases like methane, carbon dioxide, hydrogen, hydrogen sulfide, and this gas can be utilized to produce electricity, to use as a domestic fuel, etc. Advantages are, it is an excellent fuel. It contains large amount of methane which burns without smoke. It leaves no residue because this is a gas. Its heating capacity is very high, thus it produces high amount of heat by burning very less amount of fuel. It can also be used for lighting or to produce electricity. The slurry which is left behind, slurry is basically cow dung and water that is left behind, it is overflowed. then it can be used as manure, that is rich in nitrogen and phosphorus. Continuing to the next one, wind energy. Obviously wind is being used as a fuel, and we know that wind basically has a greater speed, and that will rotate windmills, and windmill will use to generate electricity. That is again kinetic energy of the wind is utilized to produce electricity. Advantages are wind energy environmental friendly, and that can be renewed. It requires no reckoning expenses for producing electricity, but disadvantages are also there. The wind speed should be minimum 15 km per hour. It should be greater than 15 km per hour. That is very difficult to maintain at every time. It needs backup facility like storage cells, because if there is no wind, there will be no movement of windmill and no production of electricity takes place. Wind farms needs large area to be established, thus the area required is very large and it will be a disadvantage. The initial cost of installation is very high. High level of maintenance is required when the windmill is exposed to natural calamities like rainfall, cyclones, etc. It may damage the blade because it is at very long height, so it will be damaged. So we have to taking care of these disadvantages. Keep watching. We'll continue in the next video other sources of energy. Thank you very much.